Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Saturday, September 13th, 2014. It's a cloudy day out there as rainfall starts to develop throughout the region and will move through this afternoon and evening and will be heavy at times. But hey, it's Saturday, so it can't be that bad. Today is definitely going to be one of those days that's good for the movie theaters, football game, especially if you like a little bit of mud in the game. That's always fun. Or just to stay in and read a nice book because it's going to be cool, it's going to be a little windy, and there's going to be showers. Just like a regular fall weekend with comfortable temperatures. I think you could tell I'm kind of happy about this because quite frankly I'm ready for fall and I'm ready for winter. Okay, so I'm ready for fall. I can already hear people screaming at me, no snow. Okay, so let's take a look at the weather pattern here, and what we have in place are upper 40s to lower 50s over the far northern interior, mid to upper 50s over the western suburbs of Philadelphia and New York City, and upper 50s to lower 60s in the New York City metropolitan area and lower to mid 60s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. We have winds from the east and northeast at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Those winds will pick up to around 10 to 15 miles per hour later on this afternoon as an area low pressure lifts up through the New Jersey coastal waters this evening. So it looks like a little bit more of a winter/fall like weather pattern. Say goodbye to the severe thunderstorm threat and say hello to the periods of heavy rain at times. When we take a look at the surface map, really what we want to do is kind of define the source regions. And what I mean by that is that you have high pressure here transporting a marine air mass in. Okay? But then you have this boundary here. Now, the way that the HPC, that's what makes these maps, by the way, defines this boundary as just a trough, but really it's more like a cold front, to be honest with you. You have a clear temperature change, a clear dew point drop, and clear wind shift. Sounds like a cold front to me, and clearly a separation of air masses from the cool marine air mass from the rather frigid polar air mass. I mean, we're talking about temperatures in the 30s around here. We're talking about snowfall in Montana. So it's clearly a very robust polar air mass. And then we have this low pressure system down here with our tropical air mass. So once again, interaction of three air masses over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. And what's going to happen is that this disturbance is going to lift northeast, this disturbance is going to lift northeast, and the combination of the two will produce periods of rain. And we're already seeing that on the radar. When we zoom out here, you can clearly see the development of showers throughout eastern Pennsylvania and in a more robust area of rainfall over portions of the Central Great Lakes. What's going to happen is that the first disturbance is going to lift up into the Canadian Maritimes and towards the St. Lawrence River Valley, should I say. And then this area of showers will become more robust and become more widespread as we move on through the afternoon. We can already see that starting to develop very nicely over eastern Pennsylvania and central Pennsylvania. And what's going to happen when we zoom in here is that these showers are going to lift northeast, and this batch of rainfall will solidify and lift northeast through the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area and produce periods of heavy downpours at times. But for the most part, we're looking at light rainfall, 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. But I can't rely a 1/2 inch in some of these little pockets here of heavy rainfall. So for the most part, again, we're not dealing with a washout here, but clearly not a excellent day at all for outdoor activities. That is for tomorrow, which I'll show in just a moment. Let's take a look at the infrared satellite picture, and you can see here what's happening. You got your wave of low pressure here. Here's your disturbance. Clearly there's a pretty impressive robust lifting over the St. Lawrence River Valley, and of course you have this low pressure system down here. Oh, by the way, this is a tropical disturbance that we're keeping an eye on, and this is another tropical disturbance that we're keeping an eye on, and then we have a tropical storm out in the Atlantic. None of these will impact our forecast, but just in case you hear about it, that's what they are. So we have this low pressure system that lifts northeast, but let's really get into a more defined idea of what we're dealing with as far as the weather pattern. Because again, you have high pressure here, by the way, clearly some impressive clearing skies. So here's our water vapor satellite picture. I think you can tell where the strongest disturbance is. Hello, right here. So this robust disturbance lifts northeast. It's a very impressive upper level low that's lifting north and east. You have sinking air here, which means we have strong lifting here. So what's going to happen is that this low pressure system will start to fall under the influence of this strong lifting that is right here. As a result, this low pressure system will intensify as it's lifting north and east. Again, not a nor'easter, but clearly a little bit more robust and more organized than what we're seeing at this time right now this morning. So this low pressure system lifts northeast, starts to interact with this disturbance here, and so we get periods of light to moderate rainfall this afternoon and this evening throughout the entire Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. This low pressure system leaves, high pressure builds in, and your Sunday is absolutely beautiful. With clear skies, a little bit cool, we're looking at upper 60s to lower 70s for highs, low temperatures in the mid to upper 40s over the interior, upper 40s to lower 50s along the coast. So very cool tomorrow, but dry, clear skies. A good day to go out and pick some apples, or start doing some harvesting, go into some of the outdoor markets there, or just to go watch a football game, because it's going to be absolutely beautiful out. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance using the Penn State U-Ball website on the European model guidance. Okay, so again, here's our low pressure system by this evening. It's a little bit more developed. We clearly have plenty of moisture in place along the coast, thus scattered showers to widespread showers this evening. Temperatures again today will rise into the upper 60s to lower 70s in the New York City metropolitan area, lower to mid 70s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Over the interior, upper 60s for the most part, mid to upper 60s can be expected. For tomorrow, Canadian high pressure in control, clear skies, dry conditions, absolutely beautiful with light and variable winds. Temperatures tomorrow morning will plummet, and we're talking about mid to upper 40s over the interior. I couldn't even rule out a few upper 30s to lower 40s in some of your really secluded valleys with light winds and the skies clear out. Definitely could see that happening. Along the coast, though, lower to mid 50s for lows. Upper 40s to lower 50s possible on your western suburbs of New York City. High temperatures tomorrow, mid to upper 60s over the interior, upper 60s to lower 70s in the New York City metropolitan area, and lower to mid 70s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Once again, on Monday, high pressure in control, similar weather conditions as tomorrow, mid to upper 40s over the interior, upper 40s to lower 50s in the New York City metropolitan area, lower to mid 50s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. High temperatures tomorrow will range from be a little bit warmer. We're looking at mid to upper 60s over the interior, lower to mid 70s in the New York City metropolitan area, and mid to upper 70s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. By the time we get to Tuesday, now take a look at this. You see this disturbance on Monday? It shoots towards the coast on Tuesday. It's going to be a wave of low pressure. It's not going to be significantly organized, but it will be capable of producing a few periods of rain, rainfall amounts possibly up to about a half an inch. This low pressure system will move quickly and by the evening hours is gone. So most of the rainfall should be falling in the morning hours. With this low pressure system moving through, low temperatures will range from the upper 50s to lower 60s over the interior, lower to mid 60s along the coast. High temperatures in the lower to mid 70s in the New York City metropolitan area, mid to upper 70s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area, lower to mid 70s also over the interior. Then high pressure will be in control for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with tranquil weather conditions, clear skies, light winds, low humidity, and temperatures pretty much averaging near to slightly below normal. Looking at low temperatures in the mid 40s over the interior. Couldn't rule out a few lower 40s too. Over the New York City metropolitan area, upper 40s to lower 50s, and along the immediate coast and in the Philadelphia metropolitan area, lower to mid 50s. High temperatures during Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will range from the mid to upper 60s over the interior, upper 60s to lower 70s in the New York City metropolitan area. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if most locations don't break 70 at all. In the Philadelphia metropolitan area, upper 60s to lower 70s can be expected. It's going to be a nice, cool end to next week, that is for sure. Well, that is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.